Hey guys, my name is Alex. I am your personal sex coach, your amazing sex tip guy that's just going to give you amazing sex tips all day and all night. Anyway, so I was scrolling through my YouTube recommendation, and since I do a lot of these reaction videos, I get recommended a lot of sex advice. And so I was scrolling through and I found this video by this guy named Mat Shaffer. And it is called What Makes Sex Great for Men? And then in parentheses, this might surprise you. So who knows what we're going to see in this video. I'm going to watch it and react to it, see if there's any good information, see if he's right about anything he says. Is this really what men want? And is it going to be shocking and surprise me? Who knows?
Hi ladies, Mat Shaffer, your empowerment, connection, and relationship coach. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, or maybe you just haven't done it yet, take a second, hit that little subscribe button.
No, subscribe to me instead. I'm going to give way better advice, okay? Just trust me on that.
I'm posting new content every week. That is my commitment to you.
New content every week. How about daily?
And I'm so excited to talk to you about this topic. Things are going to get a little steamy here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure some guys are going to be watching this. But we're going to be talking about sex. And we're going to be talking about what men think about sex, right? A lot of women, I know, like to speculate.
Don't speculate. Just talk to your partner. Find out. There you go.
I'm going to give it to you straight. This is what men consider to be good sex. Okay, and I'm going to tell you, from my experience as a man, from all the men that I know, I'm going to give you the skinny on what men consider to be good sex. Okay, so I'm just going to share with you a couple insights on that. Be sure to stay tuned towards the end of this video, wrap everything up, and give you some nice tidbits right at the end. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what men consider to be good sex. I know a lot of women probably have something maybe they've seen in porn, like men have this.
I should have known there'd be a lot of rambling in a video that's 9 minutes long, tailored to one thing. Already a minute 30 in, I haven't really got much from it, besides... What was that point he made earlier?
Here's the secret about men and sex, and it might be something you might not expect. But here's the thing. What men consider to be good sex is going to be very, very subjective.
What? So he's going to go through his whole 2-minute spiel about what men find is great about sex, or whatever the video is called. And then he's just going to say, oh, you know what, I can't actually give you the answer because it varies between everyone and it's kind of a personalized thing. Yeah, I agree, it is a personalized thing. So that's why I always emphasize talk to your partner, find out what they like. That way it's not this guessing game. You're not relying on sexual chemistry to make the sex good, which is just basically relying on luck because you're doing things that you think you should do or think that they might like, and then if they do, it's like, great, you guessed the right way. Why not just cut that and talk to them instead?
Right? Because here's the thing. Men don't like necessarily just one type of sex. Like, depending upon the mood that you're in, you might want to have a passionate, connected, intimate, loving, like lovemaking session. Or maybe, depending upon the situation and the mood, the best sex is just a quick, like a quickie, right?
Yeah, variety is important. If you're not changing your routine, then the sex is going to get boring. So yeah, guys like variety, girls like variety. If you're something else, I'm sure you like variety too. Sex is about new experiences, learning about yourself, trying new things, being open-minded. So yeah, if you're doing the same thing over and over again in sex, and there's no variety whatsoever, the sex is going to suck eventually.
Depending upon the man, depending upon the mood, depending upon his experiences, every man is going to have a different preference for sex, right? So it's not necessarily that there's one type of sex that all men like.
I would say there actually is one type of sex that everyone prefers, and that is sex where your partner and you are engaged and immersed in the experience and you're in the moment. If you can achieve this during sex by eliminating distractions, dirty talking, being present, forcing your partner to be present by getting them to respond to you from your dirty talk, encouraging that kind of stuff by communicating beforehand, finding out what they like, telling them that anything goes in the bedroom. I'm not going to judge you for anything you do or act or say. Once you establish that, then your work is pretty much done and you can have this engaged, present-minded, immersive sex. And everyone loves that.
But what men need from women when it comes to sex is they need to feel that a woman cares about what they want and what they need sexually, all right? Because this is going to sound a little unusual, but if men don't feel safe sexually, if they don't feel seen, if they don't feel heard as sexual beings, and if they don't feel safe in, getting their needs met, and they don't feel like a woman cares about their needs sexually, they're not going to be super passionate about it.
So I think the point he's trying to make here is that if you're feeling insecure about your sex life, then yeah, you're going to be guarded. The sex is going to be less passionate. If you're thinking about all these things like, is my unit too big? Too big? Is my unit too small? Am I going in at the right angle? If you have all these physical techniques that are clouding your brain, like am I fingering her right? Am I doing this sexual technique right? That stuff is going to take you out of the experience and it's going to make the sex much worse. Especially if you're already insecure about your performance or something else with your body image. Insecurity sucks, so you should do whatever you can to eliminate that. Best thing you can do is help your partner eliminate their insecurities by telling them that you will not judge them for anything, like I mentioned before. Let them know that there's nothing to be insecure about in sex, and just be open and... Where am I going with this? Portray to your partner that you are not judgmental in any way, that you're open-minded, and don't be critical of anything that they might want or desire in sex. If you're making them feel badly about their sexual desires, they're going to feel badly when they have sex with you because they're thinking that my sexuality is stifled because I don't want to get judged for what I might do or say during sex. Eliminate that and try to eliminate insecurity as much as you can in yourself. Insecurity sucks. It's hard to do. It's easier said than done to just, I'm not insecure anymore. But I think if you focus more on psychological stimulation as opposed to the physical part of sex, and you're focusing on keeping your partner engaged, keeping yourself engaged, talking during sex, being present in the moment, you're going to see a dramatic shift in your partner if you actually start implementing these things, because the psychological component of sex is way more important in determining quality. So if you're insecure about the size of your unit or insecure about your body in any way, that goes for women and men and anything else you identify as, the sex is not going to be good because you're not going to be present in the moment. You're not going to be able to kind of lose yourself to that situation. Insecurity sucks, okay? So what else can I say? Try to make your partner feel as good about themselves as they possibly can. Same goes for you. Do the best you can to love yourself, love who you are, and don't worry about stupid, superficial things. I'm rambling now. I don't know where I'm going with that one.
And so I work with my clients on this, and it's remarkable the sort of transformations I see in my clients' relationships sexually when they just, start being more affectionate, being more sexual towards their men. Like I had who basically told me that, her boyfriend told her, the way to his heart is through her blowjobs. They had never done oral sex in any sort of significant way before. And I coached her through being more, direct with him. And the fact that she was willing to just give to him very, affectionate and to give him oral sex, difference in her sex life, because then he started to feel safe and he started opening up to her things that he wanted to do. And their sex life went to a whole other level. Posed to you right now is that, do you really know what your man wants? Do you really care what he wants sexually?
So he might make a good point here. I got a little sleepy there. You might make a good point here in that be open-minded and be willing to try new things, especially if you are taking that step, that initiative to communicate about sex and asking your partner what they like and dislike about sex. If you're taking that extra step, then go the additional step and be open to trying new things. You never know what you like until you try it. That goes for sex as well as anything in life. So, yeah, try new things. Be open-minded.
Because what good sex is for him might be very different than what you think if you haven't talked to him about it. It might be very different from what your last boyfriend liked. And here's the thing, when you don't ask questions, when you don't take the time to get to know your man's sexual preferences and what he likes and what he doesn't like.
So he goes on for a longer while about getting to know your partner and talking about sex to your partner, finding out what they want in sex, and how that not only are you finding out about what they want so that you can do that, but then you're also showing that your partner that you care about what they want and that you're willing to explore their sexuality with them. That is spot on. I don't know if he's intending for this to be the one thing that all men find is great sex, is communicative sex, but he kind of stumbles his way into saying that, yes, communication is the number one key factor in determining sexual quality. Because then you're not just guessing and you're not just relying on luck like I mentioned earlier. If you do the work to communicate with your partner, find out what they like, find out maybe what they don't like, and then you tell them what you like or want in sex, if there's this kind of communication between you guys that isn't stifled by insecurity or feeling ashamed about what you like during sex, that's why portraying non-judgment is so important. You don't want to ever make your partner feel badly about anything they might want in sex. That is going to kill any sexual attraction because they're not going to want to have sex if they're going to feel judged for what they do or say during it. So like I said, be non-judgmental. Communicate with your partner like he said. It works twofold. Shows your partner that you care, and it kind of breaks down this barrier that a lot of couples have when they go about their sexuality. A lot of people just have sex without talking about it. I don't understand it. So yeah, another thing I would say, this video is directed toward women, and it's kind of putting the burden on you as a woman to take the initiative. I would say both of you take the initiative. Be curious about what your partner wants and show them that you care about what they want. And then the sex is going to be so much better. Don't worry about physical techniques and angles and weird stuff like that. Focus on getting to know your partner and then keeping them in the moment, making sure they're psychologically stimulated. Those are going to be the best things to do to improve your sexual quality. And everyone loves engaged, present, immersive sex. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. And I'm just going to beg you for these things now. Like this video, do whatever else there is to do on YouTube. Leave me a comment. I'll answer as many questions as I can. I'm doing daily uploads, so don't miss out on my future videos, my future reactions. I am reacting to what feels like these videos all day. So join me in the next video, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.